Hello my friends, welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're checking out the new update for Star Wars Outlaws running on the NVIDIA 4070 Super pre-built that I bought just the other day. We're going to be checking out this DLSS 4 running on this. I did pull out the 1440p monitor. This is an IPS display that goes up to 165 hertz. It looks like we are way above that. Let me go ahead and alt-tab this baby real quick. Oh, jeez. So I want this on. You are using old graphics drivers with known issues. Please update now. Really, I am. Thought I was running the newest, latest and greatest. Let me see if I can turn this on over here because I should have. I got dual screen on here. Oh, okay. Wow, that is running very high frame rate. But as you guys can see, so I've got my digital vibrance turned up to like 70, all of that stuff on here. So settings. Now I want to be able to like bang this out at 1440p. Obviously, we're gonna lock this at 165. Ooh, unlocked. We don't want that locked. I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing anything like that. Now we are going to be using freaking, we are going to be using some of this amazing HDR. So we're just going to leave that on. And we got DLSS. We're going to turn frame generator on just in case. Ray reconstruction on. I want to try quality. Let's try DLAA first, because we're at 1440p. So essentially, we should technically probably be maybe okay at this. I don't know. I have not been able to jump in here yet and really check this game out. So now we're going to go into graphics, ultra. We'll turn all that to ultra. Let me just apply that real fast. And then that should change everything on over to ultra. We'll turn off film grain. We don't necessarily need that. And then direct lighting, guys. Should we go all the way? At 50 frames, I think we want to. I think we're gonna want better than DLAA, guys. I think we're gonna want quality. See if we can get, okay, yeah, quality bumps us right back up into the 90s. So, all right, let's go ahead and check this out and see where we're at, my friends, see what we're looking at. Because I'm actually kind of excited about this one because I really do like this game. I think this game is an absolute freaking, oh gosh. Whew, nice. That is fluid too. 75, 87 milliseconds, but we're on a controller, so that doesn't feel bad at all. Like that's actually quite playable. Not getting any like weird screen jutter or anything. Ooh boy. Okay, so obviously it's nighttime, so we'll be running around until it gets to be daytime. But I'm actually liking this. So like I said, I got it turned up to 70. It doesn't. There's not as much like 3D pop as I would like, you know, like AMD just has this like 3D pop effect for me. And then that color science on AMD just looks awesome, but this doesn't look bad at all. Like this looks damn good. Okay. I want you guys to know that it's like, I don't ever want you guys to think it's like super drastic. I do like the color science from AMD a lot. Definitely a lot more than I like this, but this doesn't look horrible. Like this is good. Like this plays nice. I mean, I don't think we're getting a lot of ghosting, are we? I mean, we are on 1440p. We're at quality though, so it's so I mean, we were going to be at like 50-ish. Oh, I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of ghosting as you spin the camera around that pole. Let's come over here a little bit. I don't know, man. Like I'm sure I can point out all kinds of negativeness. Let's see if we can, we'll see if we're going to be able to run down here without getting freaking jumped, accosted by those freaking riders, dude. Those things got so annoying after I beat the game. Those just show up anywhere now and like come and try to mess with me. Come and try to mess with my KVS-ness. Messing with me. Dang. So I mean, even at dark, even at nighttime on this game, like this is looking good. I'm not seeing that ghosting trail behind Nick, so that's pretty good. Like you get that ghosting trail behind him with FSR. You know, but I don't know, man. That took me a long time to actually even spot that, because it's just not something that really bugs me. Sorry guys, I'm drinking coffee. Need a sip of good old Dutch Bros. I don't know if you guys heard of Dutch Bros, but they make some Dutchy coffee, and it's pretty Dutchy, which is pretty key. Pretty key. Okay, so you see the blue light over here in the water? Let's see if I can get you a little bit closer. Like that looks just sharp. That looks pretty damn clean. That looks good. Like we're running the full shebang right now. Like the full NVIDIA experience. That's like the lighting and everything. And to be completely honest with you guys, this is actually very nice. This is probably the best this game has looked to date on a screen that I own, but just so that you guys can understand, like this looks damn good. It definitely is probably the best, like for sure the ray tracing, like for sure this is the best the ray tracing's looked, for sure. I won't really know until it's daytime how the rest of it's gonna look, because the nighttime kind of obscures the overall look of everything else, you know, like ground textures, all of that kind of stuff. Plus I'm sitting behind the camera, so I'm not as close as I could be. Let's run this way. This is the way I normally run. So if I run over in here and I'm looking at that building, I don't know. Like so far the ray tracing, the lighting, all of that stuff looks very, very nice. The shadow quality. Dang, man, this 4070 Super is an absolute little beast. Look at this dude trucking along at 70 frames. And delivering a freaking nice playable experience. Look at that. Look at that color saturation. See, this right here at 70%, this is like the borderline before it starts to get like, I like my colors saturated, but this here, like this is the highest I can go with this, my friends, before it looks ridiculous. Like this looks good, but I definitely like AMD's color science significantly better. Man, when you don't have a high enough frame rate, it definitely institutes some. You see this post right here? You can kind of, as you spin the camera by it, you can kind of see like a little bit of it, like it kind of weirds out a little bit. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Don't freak out on me, guys. Ooh, man. Dang. This is a good looker. Nice, good looking game, man. And this has all the fixins, man. This has got all the fixins. I'm actually quite happy with how this is feeling right now, guys. And how this looks on a 1440p monitor. Like I'm quite satisfied. You know, okay, see that sun planet out there? Like look how bright that looks. It's not bad. I'm not freaking out on it. I'm just saying that looks a little bit too much for my color saturation. My addiction. My addiction is quite, it's going away now. Ooh. Kind of feel like I'm getting like this. Yeah, like every once in a while, like when I move that camera, you see that big fat blue line right around the planet. Like this weird like little shadow thing that's going on over there. It like weirds out in the foggy areas. See, like as I'm moving it, you look at all the points of all these mountains right over here. As I move the camera, you see how they just all of a sudden have these like thick shadows? It's like they're all just turning, like even over in here, watch, you'll see that all turn just black. When I pan the camera slow, boom. It just adds this ridiculous shadow to everything. Okay, so hopefully it just turns into daytime soon so that we don't have to see that no more. Ooh. Yeah, that's quite weird. Yeah, dude, I don't like that. Ooh. That's more noticeable to me than freaking... Because I like to pan my camera on my freaking open world games, man. Oh my gosh, that is noticeable. That's more noticeable to me than freaking... than anything that I've ever seen on freaking any AMD card, guys. Okay, now look. Now it's not doing that. Oh, it still does it right here on this one. Like it's this big, fat, thick black line through there. But now that it's daylight over that way, you're not seeing it anymore. So let's get over here in some like daylight real quick. Okay, I think that might just be like a frame generation thing. Let's try some performance. I'm not above going to performance, my friends. To try to claw back some frame rate. Okay, let's see if it's still going to do that. Yeah, it's still there. So that didn't help us. Wow, we're only at 90. But image quality does not look any worse. Yeah, you could possibly play this. I think there's a lot of people. If you had this level of GPU, you could easily play this and be like, "Whoa, man, that looks incredible." Especially on like a 1440p monitor. Oh yeah, looking at this, I think you would absolutely be satisfied, or at least somewhat satisfied. I wonder how much VRAM this game's taken to run like this. I mean, if we turned off that full NVIDIA stuff, I think that we would have a lot better running game. I just don't know if we're losing. I don't know. Once it goes on, man, it's really hard for me to turn off. Ooh. I want to get over there to where the sun's shining. And then take a look at that. I do feel like the reflections, oh man, you got like some like fuzziness on that water. Yeah, I don't like that. It's like it can't resolve it. Look. It's like it can't resolve when there's motion in the water. It can't resolve it. The ray reconstruction's not working with the movement part of it. But everything else looks good. Like the overall image quality on here looks very, very good. Definitely has a little bit of a sharp, no, not necessarily sharp. Definitely looks pretty good. Ooh, it's moved to a different shade of day. And we do have the HDR on. So, I mean, it's like... I don't know. What do you guys think, man? If you bought this game and you were playing it like this and you're seeing like shadows blinking in and out and freaking stuff like that, like you guys are the experts. You guys are the ones that tell me that DLSS is the best thing ever. And then when I like see this stuff and I point it out, you guys get mad at me. And I'm like, why are you guys getting mad at me? Like, I thought that this was like the best experience ever. That's why I don't understand. Like, you guys don't make any sense sometimes. Sorry to lump y'all in together, but like sometimes you guys literally do not make any sense. It's like you overlook these flaws and yell at me in all caps that NVIDIA is the best, but then when I go through and I like literally point stuff out to you, then you get mad at me and you tell me you just need a better NVIDIA card. You just need the best. You gotta buy 4090 frog. You gotta buy 5090 frog. I'm like, why does it always have to? I mean, it escalates so quickly with you guys. It's like you guys get a 4070 Ti Super Frog and you'll be happy. It escalates right to the top very quickly, and I'm just like, whoa, man! Like, wait a minute, why do I have to spend $2,000 to enjoy my NVIDIA experience? I should be happy with a, you know, I should be able to, you know, buy this whole pre-built and be happy and get that NVIDIA experience, man. But this looks good. Like, look at that. Like, Cave S looks very, very nice. I mean, you definitely got some ghosting. Man. Like, I don't know, man. See, that's the thing, my friend. You guys oversell this stuff. And then when I point this stuff out, that stuff that would not even bother me, let me be clear, would not even bother me if I was playing this game. I wouldn't even give a shit about it. But you guys force me to like see this stuff because you complain about FSR so much that it's like, dude, FSR is not even that bad. Like, compared to DLSS, it's really not as bad as Digital Foundry makes it out to be. Like I said, when FSR 4 comes out, Digital Foundry is going to be zooming in 1000x to try to spot a difference between 2 pixels. So, yeah, it's going to be quite annoying. But I'm kind of interested to see what 1000 pixel zoom in looks like, or what 1000x looks like. 500x zoom. I'm like, we're getting to 500x. Whoa, ooh. I'm like, you got to zoom in 500x to see that. Like this right here is 100. Like this is like 100x or some stuff. You know what I mean? Just like using that. It's like they're gonna zoom in 500x to show you that little freaking shimmer over there on the building way over there. Like seriously, man, if they were to zoom in 500x, it'd be like that building, like that ledge right there. That there would be like your 500x. They'd be zooming in there from right here to show you a little bit of shimmer or flicker on something like that right there. That's what they're doing. They're zooming in that damn far just to show you a little bit of shimmer or flicker on something like that you're not even going to notice. Like you're not going to care about that. You're not going to look over there. So one thing now that it's a lot brighter, I want to look at the pixel density. Because that's like one thing that like I notice a lot more on the AMD cards. And guys, it kind of makes it pop with AMD. It's like a 3D pop, where this right here looks good, don't get me wrong, but it does not pop like AMD does. It just doesn't. I mean, this looks fine, it looks fabulous, but let's see, are those guys gonna start ghosting them flyers with the DLSS on? Nice, nice, no ghosties. Look at the water right here, actually, that's a good one. That there actually looks a lot cleaner. That looks a lot cleaner. It doesn't look all digitized like it does on AMD and stuff. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. That's the nicest I've seen that water look. Let's see. Yeah, dude, no flicker. No flicker. This DLSS performance is looking really good on this game, actually, guys. I think Froggy approves of this, man. I think this is probably, well, let's look at this rock face. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That just stands out significantly better to me on AMD. Oh, it does. It really does. I don't know, man. I think they're both good, but I definitely like the way that I like AMD Pixel or 3D Pop, and I love the way that freaking that pixel that color science looks on AMD. This looks good on this game for some reason. This one looks pretty good, but like the ground right here just looks oversaturated. When I'm bumped up to 70, it just doesn't look as natural. Like there's like the saturation. It looks kind of glowy. It looks a little bit too glowy for me, man. Like it doesn't look as natural as it does on AMD. So I don't know what to tell you, my friends. I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah, like I'm talking about the stuff that actually matters to me, which you guys, I mean, like NVIDIA cares about like shimmering and shit like that. I don't care about that. I care about 3D pop. I care about color science, stuff like that actually really makes a difference in the way the games look overall. But yeah, it doesn't look horrible. It's actually looking pretty dang good. I'm surprised we're getting almost 100 frames with everything maxed out and turned on. So, all right, my friends, if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.